Welcome to the StoneArt channel. Thank you for joining me today. Today's project is designing and building a marble wall clock. I hope you like this project, and if you do, kindly consider subscribing so you can be notified when future projects come along. I'll take you through the stages. We'll start with the design, the cutting, the gluing, and the polishing of the marble wall clock. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you. I'll start up with Adobe Illustrator for iPad. Now I've prepared this file, so I'll take you through the design. This is the file that I've worked on for the clock, and it's the clock design. Of course, I start the design with lines. I draw the background, draw the numbers, and then the lines are required because at the later stage, the water jet that is cutting the material will understand lines and will follow the lines in the cutting process. Once I've got the design made, I go into inserting the stones into the design to see how it would look once final production. And then here, I produce production files, which are the cutting files given to the water jet to cut each individual kind of stone. With the cutting files ready, I go on to prepare the assembly table where I'll assemble all the pieces, put the files into the machine, and start the cutting process. With the cutting done, we move the piece to the assembly table. Now this is a heavy piece. It's 27 kilograms, or about 60 pounds. We'll lay it out carefully. And what we'll do here is we'll start inserting the small cuts as we make them to preview the fit and finish of each piece. With the cutting of the pieces done, I preview them to see how they fit into the clock. And there is a slight imperfection in the cutting where the waterline exits with the cutting process. So those are trimmed because, as you know, stone is not a flexible item and you cannot push it, it will break. So it has to fit 100% right. The centerpiece of the clock will house the clock mechanism. I got this clock mechanism off of Amazon, and I preview it to see how much I have to cut into that centerpiece so that clock mechanism fits nice and tight into the back of the piece. That was a 7 millimeter hole. It needed just a little bit of an adjustment to fit properly. Well, I marked the back of the centerpiece so I can take it to the CNC machine and make a groove so the mechanism could fit tightly into the back of the centerpiece. Once I know that everything is fitting properly, with the fit and finish all taken care of, I move to the second stage, preparing it for the gluing stage. Now I have to remove everything out of the clock so I can prepare it and have it ready so I can apply the mastic to it. Well, I noticed that there were some slight imperfections on the border, the outer border, so I moved to clean it out with the grinding machine. That should make the pieces fit tight together with no intrusions on the lower end. Here we move to turn the clock face down on the assembly table to be able to tape the background and make sure all the holes are taped and no glue will escape as we apply it to the face of the clock. Now that the clock is back in the right position, I move in to return all the pieces to their place and prepare them to take the glue. Well, thank you for joining me on this project. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe down below so you get notified when new projects come up. There are many nice projects coming up soon, and I hope that you'll be joining me on the new projects. Hope you like the marble wall clock project. Until we meet again, please stay safe.